Okay, welcome everyone. Roll call, please.
Council Member, Agency Director, Authority Member Molly.
Present.
Mann.
I am present.
Underwood Jacobs.
Present.
Vice Mayor, Vice Chair Christ.
Present.
Mayor Chairman Paris. We have a quorum.
Move to excuse Mayor Paris.
I'll second that.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously. The invocation, John Meadows.
Let's stand and pray. Lord Jesus, we thank you for the wonderful day that you've blessed us with today. We thank you for this city and the many blessings you give us here in Lancaster. Lord, I thank you for the city council. I pray that you would bless them, guide them tonight in the decisions they need to make. And Father, let your presence be in the city. Draw people close to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, John. Mr. Cozy, will you do the pledge for us, please?
Sure. Place your right hand over your heart, please. Repeat after me. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Gerald. City Manager, anything to be removed?
Yes, we would ask that PH1 be removed, and we apologize for any inconvenience that may cause.
Okay, at this point, we didn't have any speaker cards, so that's good. Nothing else?
No, sir.
I need a motion and second for the minutes.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Consent calendar. We have no speaker cards.
Wow. Well, then I'll make a motion to approve the consent calendar as comprised.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Let's vote. Motion passes with 4 yes votes. The PH1 has been removed. NB1. Jason, are you doing NB1?
Good evening, Vice Mayor Christ, council members, and commissioner. It's my pleasure to announce that the City of Lancaster, in partnership with the Zero Net Energy Alliance, has been selected for a grant award of $1.47 million for the Lancaster Advanced Energy Community Project. This award is granted through the California Energy Commission. Not only were we successful, the city received the highest score in our category and is one of only 2 selected recipients for Southern California. The project is expected to be approved by the California Energy Commission on May 17th, and the project timeline will go from June 2016 through March 2018. This project will provide funding to develop innovative planning, permitting, program, and financial models that accelerate the adoption of clean energy and mobility strategies. It's the first phase in what could lead up to an $8 million award for project construction. I'd like to acknowledge Kathy Wells for her good work in working together with the Zero Net Energy Alliance in being successful in the city being awarded these funds. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Right.
Good news. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No, tell Kathy thank you.
Okay. We don't need to vote on that. We'll receive and file NB2. Vern?
Well, we too have some good news for you. We're here tonight to ask that you approve a couple of amendments to existing contracts that we have with BYD and Mr. Bill Rex. You recall he's the gentleman who sold the initial 120,000 square foot facility to BYD. This is their existing facility, which is where motorhomes were made for a long time. They actually made about 15,000 Class A motorhomes out there. And I am here to tell you that I had a tour this week, or I guess it was last week, of BYD, and we're kind of back to the good old days. Nothing but activity in there. They're blowing walls out. And this specific item is because they want to do a 48,000 square foot expansion right here. This will allow them, they've received 190 bus orders, and so, you don't go out and sell those products without the ability to make them. And so when we were there, they were making a bunch of red buses for Long Beach, and it's really quite exciting. They have a new tagline, and the tagline is BYD official sponsor of Mother Nature. And what they're doing, and we had a blog the other day that we saw, as Tesla is to cars and energy and Mother Nature, they are becoming to the commercial sector. And the Valley Press had a good article that indicated that they're going to look at doing new trucks, UPS type vehicles, and also forklifts. And so the long runway that they have into the future, will be started with this 48,000 square feet. The 48,000 square feet that they're going to do, we're going to try to move as quick as we can to get that done for them. This means they'll need about another 2 acres of the lot that's next door. The APN that you see down there, 3118-013023, is actually 12 and a half acres that will ultimately be utilized to do another major expansion. Initially it'll be 48,000 feet, and then they're going to do another 200,000 square foot expansion that will be put them in a position to provide these new trucks. So it's worked out like we were hoping it would, and we receive sales tax on each bus that's sold, which is good for the city. They are so anxious to get employees. They're having job fairs this week on Thursday and Friday. It'll be held at the American Heroes Park at the community center out there on May 12th and 13th. Cesar Alameda is their new plant manager, and we've been holding hands and going through. They're actually looking at doing almost 6 new spray booths in order to accommodate the growth they've had. So if you ever have a spare minute and would like to go out and take a look at that, they'd be happy to have you. But with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
I toured it last week. It's really moving over there. My understanding is they're going to have, in the next 3 years, over 1,000 people working there.
Yes, that's certainly the case, and could be more.
Right.
I mean,
At least that
they
many.
really are so good at what they do that, they've revolutionized the whole commercial side of electric travel. So.
Any questions, comments? I need a motion and a second.
A motion to adopt NB2 and recommend in A and B.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Let's vote.
It didn't register. You want to do it again?
Can we do it again? Passes with 4 yes votes. NB2.
That's what
I have
we're on.
one speaker card. Fran? I think we're going to have to do that different. If Fran wants us to, we will.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Fran.
Thank you. And hello, everybody. Vice Mayor Chris, council members, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for being here. My name is Fran Saracen. I guess you all know me as Fran. And I just have kind of a little bit of a question. On the recommendations on NB2, we're appropriating $1.5 million for a BYD expansion. How much money is BYD putting in for their own expansion? Are they putting any money up on their own?
This is just for the land and the infrastructure.
Okay.
So they're building the other portion themselves. But we also receive money back from not only the jobs that we're creating, but they've built over 190 buses just AVTA alone will get another 85. Out of that 85, we'll get $750,000 from that. So this is important not only for jobs, but for sales tax reasons.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, I guess it does.
Okay.
So Fran, just to help you understand, sometimes it's like fertilizing the garden. I guess that's the best example.
I know a lot about that. I'm starting a new job. I'm growing worms for fertilizer.
Okay. So obviously, sometimes you have to take some, we got to seed it. We have to put a little bit of money in, and then the long run is, again, as Vice Mayor Chris said, not just the jobs. And you take a look at the current jobs, we're talking about 250 jobs today, but in 3 years, with this expansion, that should get them on their way to those 1,000 jobs, which is an additional 750. And then, if you talk to an economist, they'd probably tell you about the rollover effect of what jobs create in relationship to residual jobs and sales tax dollars. So obviously, from our perspective, this is a win, we believe, for the city and for the people here in Lancaster and the Antelope Valley.
Yes, and also bring more revenue because people will be spending more money here in Lancaster and buying homes, I hope.
Yep.
Here. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Fran, did you want us to vote over?
Pardon?
We kind of took it out of turn. Do you want us to vote it over?
No, I think your guys are
Okay.
okay.
Thank you, dear. Okay,
Maybe that's why that button didn't work for me so well.
right. It's your fault, Ken. CA1,
There we go.
the update.
Yeah, I just couldn't find the right button.
Okay, I do that sometimes too. Thank you, Jason. I asked this to be put on the agenda in case we had any news on this. There's not a whole bunch of news. We did contact some experts on it for the parcel, the assessment district. So we're looking at it. We're looking at different things, but that's all the news we have right now. We're working towards seeing exactly how to do it and how to do it correctly and what we can pay for. So I just want to make sure that this is on the agenda every time so we can move forward and the public can keep knowledge of it. So I think that's good. Okay. Anyone have a comment on that? Anyone? You okay, Ken? Okay. Council reports.
I already had.
Does he have something to say? Ken?
I just want to remind the public that next Thursday, the 19th, is the first public hearing in relationship to adopting the plan for 2016-17 in relationship to sanitation fees. So if people are interested, they can come out and hear the presentation. And again, there was no change in relationship to those fees.
Where is it going to be held?
It'll be here, right here,
At City Hall.
at City Hall. Right here in these chambers, Fran.
Okay. Council reports? Raj? I did go down to Palm Springs and we received AVTA received the Sustainability Award from SAG, which is a big award. They all the cities get together. They gave 4 awards out. We were one of the 4, so that was a good thing for AVTA. The AVA-QMD was doing their budget, so we're still the lowest. We're still the cheapest place for the air district, so that's a good thing. City Manager.
3 announcements and 2 videos. Announcements, first off, the roundabout on Challenger and Lancaster Boulevard, correct? L, I'm sorry, got too many. This week, in fact today, started the installation of our first public arts piece, Astro Challenger, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's going to take about 3 or 4 days, I think. Be done tomorrow afternoon, so please go out and see it. It really looks nice. And on the theme of art, the exhibit at MOA, I'd encourage everyone to visit. Artist as Subject is really an engaging one. I know Angela was there for the Mother's Day tea. don't know if you want to say anything about that.
Actually, I have to say that it was almost a sold-out event. For next year, I would highly recommend that we have more people. But it was very nice, and the artists, too. There were 3 artists there. One was a photographer, and one did had with oils. But very nicely done, very impressive.
Mm-hmm. The exhibit is great, so I'd encourage everyone to go out. Next week is Public Works Week, where we honor the men and women of Public Works all over the nation. They will have a series of events, and they will also have an open house on Thursday that's free. It's for the public. Bring your kids. It's really a great event. It's a lot of fun. The first video we're going to show is the opening of Bravery Brewery's new expansion. Bravery Brewing, excuse me. Obviously, besides beer, which is an important thing, there's 2 things I think that are important about this. One, sometimes we don't always appreciate the small business person, and you can see in which comes out loud and clear in this, these are people that put their heart and soul and all of their savings into the business, and they've done a remarkable job, and the passion they feel makes you want to root for them. And number 2, when we show these videos, we never coach people or ask them to say anything about the city, and they offer that. And here again, our staff does a wonderful job because just without being asked, they talked about how proud they were to work with Lancaster and be a Lancaster company. So the first video is Bravery Brewing.
We're here at Bravery Brewery, which is about to announce an expansion from this tasting room only here to an additional 6,000 square feet, which is going to vastly increase its production in the coming year. Tell me about the last 6 months.
The proof is in the pudding of what I've done here. I mean, I spent the last 6 months of my life building this brewery, literally 7 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day. But I want my son Brian, who's the genius behind this beer, to take all the credit for it. But I'm just so happy about today and to have this brewery finally open.
It was nice of Brian to tip the hat to the other brewers.
Absolutely, and we do that with everybody, you know. And we love our fellow brewers, especially up here in the Antelope Valley, and we all work together and we've helped each other out, and it's a great partnership to do it that way.
Tell me about the last few years.
It has been a whirlwind. I never expected this kind of immediate success just in 4 years, expansion after expansion after expansion. I knew that because of the team that we have and the beer that we're brewing, that we were going to get to that level at some point, but not in 4 years. It's just been really overwhelming. We have 4 fermenters, which hold 1,000 gallons of beer each. And we're ultimately going to drop in 9 more of those fermenters, and those are actually twice the size, so they'll each hold 2,000 gallons. So when it's all said and done, the increase in production is going to be 25 times what we are currently doing right now.
We've doubled the size of the brewery every year for 4 years now, and this is the first time we've actually gone something like 5 times as much as we could last year, you know, so it's really, we've taken a big step. We're putting everything back into the project. Bart and I refuse to take any money. He's retired. I'm working, so we have an income. We don't have to really worry about it. We just sink everything back into the brewery, and I think this is going to end up being a really big asset for the Antelope Valley. I really do.
We made this big banner up here. It says proudly brewed in Lancaster, California, and we definitely take that seriously. We're very proud to be in this city. I know it's been voted the business-friendly city, I think twice in the county, and I see why. And Mark and the engineering and the planning department, great people to work with. Everybody all up and down the line, it's fantastic.
This is really nice to have the whole city come out and just really embrace what we're doing. And give us an opportunity to thank them, but also, show their appreciation of what we're doing here. And it's just, I couldn't imagine doing this anywhere other than Lancaster.
That was Joe clapping for himself, what Jason said. They're going to be huge in California. You're going to see their beer up and down the state along the West Coast, and every can and bottle is going to say Lancaster, California on it. So it's very cool. And not to be outdone, we also have a birthday celebration. Barbara's baby, LCE, is 1 year old. Barbara and everyone's baby is 1 year old.
Hello again. As Mark mentioned, this month we are celebrating the one-year anniversary of Lancaster Choice Energy, Lancaster's utility. We provide cleaner, greener power at affordable rates. We accomplished, with the council's leadership, what everyone told us couldn't be done. We were the first standalone community choice aggregation program in the state of California and the first in Southern California Edison's territory. We currently serve over 50,000 customers, and since May, we've saved over $575,000 for our customers. There is a short video that we will be showing, but before we do, I want to say that running a new program and getting a new business off the ground takes great teamwork, and I want to recognize the members of the team: Monique Edwards, Patty Garibay, Tammy Holliday, Kathy DeFalco, Heather Swan, Kathy Wells, Erica Figueroa, Matt Brown, and Parker Martin, and of course, Jason and Mark. And thank you to the council for your guidance and for your trust in allowing us to do something that no other city had done.
Barbara, bring them up so we can thank them.
The others, I think, are working. But Heather and Kathy are here.
She's shy. It's working away.
So.
Thank you very much. Thank you for what you guys do.
And tomorrow we will have an open house, and we have invited the public, and there will be goodies and raffles, and if you happen to be in City Hall, please come by.
Great. Thank you.
In June of 2014, LCE's first implementation plan was filed after a year of study and analysis. In October, Lancaster Choice Energy was registered as a community choice aggregator with the California Public Utilities Commission. Lancaster became the first registered city community choice aggregator through the California Public Utilities Commission in the state. The following year, in February 2015, the final implementation plan was filed, as well as the council approval of the binding notice of intent. In May of 2015, Phase 1 of LCE launched with the municipal accounts and early adopters.
After 3 years of development, Lancaster Choice Energy is offering residents just that, a choice, to get their power directly from the city at a reduced price.
It has a huge ripple effect for the Lancaster's economy because there's now more money in the economy. It is a step in the right direction.
In June of 2015, the Direct Energy Inspiration and Innovation Tour came to Lancaster. LCE was also part of the Jethawks' first pitch. In July of 2015, LCE had their first customer at the counter in Lancaster City Hall. In August of 2015, LCE participated in the AV Fair. Further into August, LCE also reached out to local seniors at the Senior Center. In September, LCE celebrated Jethawks Night at the hangar. As well as participating in the Streets of Lancaster Grand Prix. In October, Phase 2 launched, with LCE providing service to over 52,000 electrical accounts throughout the city. In April of 2016, LCE celebrated with thousands of people at the California Poppy Festival. LCE's mascot, LED, also made his debut. Further into April, LCE launched its Smart Choice campaign. This campaign encourages customers to save the planet by opting up to 100% green energy. This month, LED also celebrated Earth Day. In May of 2016, Lancaster Choice Energy celebrated its first birthday after a full year of outstanding accomplishments and milestones.
I think it's an amazing accomplishment by everyone, so I salute staff. Thank you, council, for having the vision to be the first in the state.
Thank you guys for what you guys have done. I think it's great. Lynn, did you want to come up and say anything? You're always good for a laugh.
I'm just here to observe the outstanding work of the Lancaster City Council and your outstanding staff.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
City Clerk.
This is the time to address the City Council, agency, and authority on non-agendized matters. Speaker cards can be found on the back table of the council chambers. Individual speakers are limited to 3 minutes each. State law prohibits the City Council from taking action on items not on the agenda, and your matter may be referred to the City Manager. Thank you.
V. Lynn, now you're going to know why I introduced you.
Hello, everybody. Glad
How are you?
You're here for us. And I've been going around the city with AV bus, and I wonder who's in charge of sanitation
That guy right
at
back
the
there.
AV bus.
That guy right back there. Lynn, you want to hold your hand up?
Transportation park. Transportation park. It needs cleaning. I love our bus service, but I'm becoming Miss Bathroom of Lancaster because I'm checking the bathrooms at the transportation park. AVTA, I asked them, and they said it's the city's problem to keep the bathroom clean at the park. So I'm comparing it with Palmdale. And you know Palmdale. They're really nice. But let's get some competition and keep our bathroom clean at the Lancaster Transportation Park.
Okay, we'll try better.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
That's
it.
all right. Thank you.
Wally?
Appreciate it.
Welcome back, Wally. Missed you last week.
You know, my mind's going because I don't even remember that I wasn't here last time.
I remember it.
Don't call me old. Thank you. Good evening. City Council, staff, people of Lancaster. I want to mention my observation here that I've noticed at these meetings. We don't ever have any that I can remember. My memory is not that great nowadays, you know, like I just told you, is that we don't have reports from the finance department concerning the budget of Lancaster. I know that it's in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And I know that certain people, not Mark, Mark's my friend, but certain people, the one that jerked my card from my hand today, and I don't like that jerking. Let me tell you something, you people, and especially you lawyers, when you deal with the public.
Wally,
and they hand you
Wally,
something-
address us.
Okay. But you know what I'm talking about. Be nice to the public, especially you people that make hundreds and thousands of dollars of taxpayer money. That's all I got to say on that subject. But to get back to my subject, we don't get any report from the finance department. We don't even know who the finance director is of Lancaster.
Wally, see that big sign right there? The one that spoke twice already this
That
evening.
lady over there?
Yeah, she
Oh.
spoke twice today.
Okay, thank you.
And Wally, she's actually pretty nice, too.
Well, I'm going to give her my card instead. So anyway, yes, I did hear her speak this evening, but you know, this is we have a lot of nice people. I really like Mark. He's a hell of a guy. A lot of people I don't care about, and I hate to give them money. I want to kick them out, but that's another subject. I got 29 seconds. But that's the point. We have a lot of smart people, college educated and so on, and we make a lot of money in taxes. The people of Lancaster, they need to know about all those millions of dollars that the city of Lancaster has.
Thank you, Wally. Just for those people at home, we do talk about it. We talk about it at our budget briefing, and then it's adopted. We open a public hearing, and it's adopted in late June, and then we talk about it, adopt it after that meeting, and then we do a review 6 months later at the first of the year and go through it. And if you're unable to be at those 3 meetings that we do talk about the budget, you can also see it online. So you can see it online and you can see the budget online. So any other questions? Fran, say something nice.
Yes or no? No, I do. Got it. Thank you. Good evening again. Vice Mayor, Chris, Council, Commissioners, and everyone here. First of all, I wanted to bring up, I was at the supervisor meeting this afternoon, which I've got a few little, anyway, I was there and on the initiative that they have, the tax initiative that's supposed to be going in November, and about taxation on the millionaires. But my purpose and my vision was to speak on behalf of Lancaster. And what I said, I didn't say, well, my main purpose was to make sure that I mentioned that Lancaster was going to get hopefully some of that money. What I said is our Lancaster Christian community is coming together for our homeless. And I just mentioned that I hope that Lancaster gets some monetary help. I didn't want to go and say, give me honey, give me money, give me money. But anyway, that's one thing. I have another quick question on the $60 property owner's tax for the homeless. I know $60 is not a lot, but my concern also is, why just the property owners? Why doesn't the other people or businesses get involved in getting taxed on this and not just the homeowners? For me, $60 a year or $5 a month is it's a little hard for me. Because I'm really super fixed. But why just the homeowners? And this next good thing is my solar panels, thanks to you guys, I made some money.
Well, good.
I made about $38 when I got my bill. I didn't have to pay it because I've got credit. I just thought I should throw that in for
Is that in 1 month?
Yeah, 1 month. And
so in 2 months you can pay that bill.
Yeah. Well, so, and then another thing, I want to thank you all. I've enlisted, thanks to you and to myself for bringing it up on the computers for the senior center. It's coming along really great. I'm taking the class and I'm learning a lot from number 1 all the way up because I'm very green in the whole thing on computers. And I want to thank you, and it's getting a lot of, giving a lot of seniors a lot of help. The classes are crowded. And thank you again.
Friend, wait a minute, and then I'll tell you how you've helped. I did get a call from the county, Catherine Barker. She's the one that's running for the supervisor's position.
Oh, yes, uh-huh.
She was able to get us close to $1 million to help us for the homeless facility. And, you know, she's attributing to all you people that are sticking together.
Good, thank you.
It's helping.
Yeah.
So thank you.
She's an assistant right now to Antonovich.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
Good.
So
good.
thank you.
Thank you. See?
Anyone else like to speak? Okay. Council? We have a report from Gerald. Gerald, did you want to speak?
Yes, I want to take this opportunity to invite everybody to the Fire Service Day activities at Fire Station 129 on Avenue M and 6th Street West this Saturday, May 14th at 10 o'clock. Fire Service Day is an annual event that we hold to showcase our firefighters and equipment that we have that make just let everybody know what we do. You know, just let the public understand our role in this community. So we want to invite, and it's very family friendly. We have food, activities, and demonstrations that everybody will enjoy.
For the public's knowledge, you want to explain where that's at?
Avenue M and 6th Street West. It's right near, it's at Fire Station 129. Physical address is 42110 West 6th Street, right next to the Antelope Valley Courthouse.
Thank you, sir. Planning Commission. Mr. Vos, do you have anything? Nothing today? Raj? Angela? Ken? Okay. We stand adjourned. If